Hello, my name is Chris. I'm the Rustic Caveman. Welcome to the office. So it's been about 3 weeks since I put out a full video, an update. The priorities that we talked about in the last video got changed up a little bit, and I guess the bottom line is I have spent my first week in the office working from this room, which is significant. So let me take you on a tour. So we'll start with this. This is our storage rack. The Sherri put in here. It's 3 of the metal shelves that we've had from the office. Those are from Crete. Some old Navy paraphernalia and stuff. Picture of my daughter in the corner. My flask collection. Anyway, it's just where we've got all our, well, not all, but quite a bit of our stuff laying around in here. Sherri painted it, threw on some trim. Still needs some touch-up paint to do. Anyway, this will be our big shelf. And this section right here will be a counter as soon as we can get it. It'd be called a miter counter because it has a return on it. And then there'll be a refrigerator right there as time comes. And then my office, or my desk rather. There's the old heater. Here's the wife's, I don't know what you call them, solar figurine collection. Here's the wife's desk. We built that, or she built that. I sat here and watched because I was working. And then it's my desk. Bonus if you recognize who's in that video. I've had some folks wonder why I put towels on top of the chair. Well, the wife tried to fix it with duct tape. Duct tape is peeled off, and where it's peeled off, it's left behind stickies. It is uncomfortable to sit in after a while. This desk. Now this desk took most of a day to get moved out here. It has been moved 9 times, I think we counted, since I got a hold of it. It was given to me by a friend of mine's mom, best friend's mom in Michigan, when I started my first company. It is an executive desk. It weighs a little south of 500 pounds, but it is massive and it is very heavy. And it is a chore to move. But Eli and I got it in here. So it's a short desk, so I had to add 2x4s in the bottom to raise it up just a little bit so I can fit under it. And this is the workshop. As you can see, we've got the lights moved. We have ceiling joists in here. Wall's still the same. We have haven't done a whole lot. I've added some electricity. We've done some cleanup and some organization. Doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of cleanup here. We took all the extra paraphernalia and stuff off the main workbench. We still have all of this stuff piled around. We're ready to go for installation. This is basically the next step. We got to finish the electrical right through here. That'll be it. But biggest thing in this room is we have the ceiling starting to go in, and I kind of need that done so I can finish the electrical. And then we have this wall. Now, here's the electrical box for that wall, or this room. There's where the door is. That'll come into this space. I've talked about it a number of times, the sliding door, barn style door. This is where it's going to go. There's a 2x6 that'll go across the top, and then another 2x4 goes across the top of that, tying everything together. This is where that desk will sit when it's done. And that's it. Some more organizational stuff on the wall. I am going to do a product mention because this little thing is freaking phenomenal. It's Mr. Heater. It's a forced air heater. You plug it in, you turn it on. Sounds like a blast furnace. But when it was 30 degrees inside this barn, We plugged that thing in, turned it on high. 15 minutes later, it was almost t-shirt weather in here. Huge, massive difference. Now, there's no insulation on the walls, so when you turn it off, it didn't last very long. But as long as that thing was running, we were sweating back there in the workroom. So for an update, that's pretty much it. Putting the linoleum on the wall, on the floor, painting it out, getting the ceiling done with the trim, building the desk, moving this desk, bringing everything in here, hooking the network back up again, carrying the network from the outside into the inside, which is what that little device there does for me. That took a lot of time. Basically, one entire weekend was devoted solely to the furnishings inside this room and the network. That pretty much chewed up an entire weekend. And I would say that was a big part of it. A lot of the work's been done out there. You can't see most of it because it just blends in with everything else. But Eli helped quite a bit with the ceiling build, getting that put in there. He can run up and down ladders so much easier than I can. We knocked out the wall pretty quick. I am out of 2x6s, or else that would have been finished and the ceiling on this side would have been up, but I ran out, so that's a next payday thing. So things to look forward to for this build is next payday is going to be some more OSB. It'll be some more 2x6s to get the ceiling and the door, over the door done, and tying all this together, and the OSB to skin everything. And we'll finish up all the electrical and get the box mounted and get all that taken care of. And that will probably cover everything that's going to get done for the next video. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we can throw something else in there. Still trying to talk the wife into doing her video for the chicken coop. And we're still working on Dad to get the video for putting the garden to bed for the winter. Those are two that are still outstanding as far as I'm concerned. And that's it. Now, when this desk came out of the warehouse, because that's where the office used to be, it opened up that entire space. And the wife has been going crazy trying to fill it with a living room. So someday in the future, we'll probably do a warehouse walkthrough again. That was an old project. Well, it's an ongoing project, but it was an old project. And we'll see how it goes. The minute details in here, like the counter, the refrigerator, they'll come as they come, as soon as we can find it. Everything that Lowe's and Menards had was gray. It didn't look that great. I didn't like it. Sherri didn't like it, and frankly, she's the one that's got to make the choice on the colors and everything. Still got a little more work to do in the door to seal it up tight, but it's got the knob and everything like that to take care of. So we're getting there. Thanks for watching. My name is Chris. I'm the Rusty Caveman. Leave a comment. I always enjoy the comments. If this is the kind of thing you like, go ahead and subscribe. If it's not, don't. I'm making videos anyway. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.